Hello. Welcome, gamers. It is Friday. It has been a while since I've streamed. It's because I had a sore throat for several days. But now I'm back, and my voice is, I guess, the same as it was before it was bad. I don't know. Anyway, it is in a condition where I feel comfortable speaking, so that's good. Anyway, welcome Namai, welcome Duck, welcome Stream Elements and Defins, and Yuyuko, thank you for 38 months. And Namington, Lastabaka, and Hemp, and Good Enough. Thank you. I don't really know what I'm doing today. On the schedule, I had, what did I have on the schedule? I'm pretty sure on the schedule I said I don't know what I'm streaming. So I guess that is also accurate. Is my GPU fan spinning? There's literally nothing going on. Why is it spinning? Let's check. Let's see. Performance. GPU. No, it's okay. I thought I heard the fan spinning, but that was not the case. There is some disk usage though. What is writing to my disk? I don't know. Dedicated GPU memory. I don't know. Anyway, on the schedule, I did also say I don't know what I'm streaming. It could be game dev. It could be a game. I don't know. But it feels weird, you know, like I feel like I haven't streamed in so long that probably so much stuff has happened that I could probably talk about stuff. You know, like, oh, do you see the news about blah blah blah? Oh, what happened this past week? So much stuff. And then also, like, last week, I was doing, like, I was playing, like, Game Jam games. I didn't actually do, like, a fishing game. I didn't get to talk about stuff. Yeah, that was what I was thinking about. Roseme's graduating. Welcome, A. Pullen. No, I have not played that game, and I don't think I will. But then I'm like, what am I doing though? What do I even do? I could play Wooloop. What if I did that? We haven't played that in a while. What if I played Uma Musume? What if I just showed you all what I've been doing? Because I've been playing a lot of Uma Musume. On the days that I have not streamed, I was just like, I don't know, I'm just gonna play a lot of Uma Musume. No! What? You don't care about my horses? You don't care about how I have a gold ship with potential 5 and 3 stars now? And that she has 3 of 4 skills needed for the champions meet, but she missed one of them, and therefore I don't know if she's viable, and also her wit is below 300? Hate horses? You get out of here. In this chat, we respect horses. Also, welcome Panis. Thank you. I'm just gonna show you, okay? I'm not gonna, like, play it. I'm simply gonna be like, here's my team. And if you want to leave, then you can get out of here, okay? I will not be playing a run. I will simply be showing what I have. 3 hours? No. It's gonna be like 5 minutes, maybe. Anyway, I guess I'll play Wooloop today. I don't know. I could also show you how I've been with my game dev stuff. Also, anyone in this club, you have to be requesting shoes, okay? If you're not, what are you even doing? It gives people the opportunity to obtain club points, and by not requesting shoes, you are not even helping people. Okay, what's even the deal? But I think it has not been 8 hours since the last time I requested shoes, so I can't really... It's pretty close, though. Do I have a favorite horse girl? I mean, I have Special Week as my home screen. And there... Oh, my TP is about to be full, though. Okay, check out my team, though. This is only gonna be for, like, a few minutes. I will not be doing a run. Data acquired descending, of course. Everyone's gotta have evil nature, of course. This one is not that good. She has many skills, but she's not that good. The wit is kind of low. And then this is my... Is this the gold ship? No, this is not the one. It's this one. Okay, look at these. Are these the skills? No, it's this one. We got a tail held high, slipstream, playtime's over. Ideally, you would also have ramp up for this build, but I don't have it. She has no wit. And then I have another Tachyon, which I tried making a debuffer, but it doesn't really, she didn't get them. And then I tried running these, and then I found out they actually kind of suck. So I need to revisit this. But anyway, that's my current setup. And now I will play some good old Wooloop. Welcome, Nina Burb. Hope you've all been doing well. Wooloop. Let's go open a Wooloop. Let's do like 1 or 2 levels of Wooloop. I think that'd be cool. We haven't played this game in a while. I don't know. And then I can show you my game. I've been working a little bit on the game. Just a little bit though. Not too much. Okay, let me change the category. Wooloop. Play. Synchronizing cloud. Wow. Also, you know the music that I listen to? It's from this game. For anyone who has not watched me play this game, it's a good game. Welcome Slime Molder as well. Yeah, the game I feel like usually doesn't take this long to start. Oh, it's my computer's crashed. Okay, good. No, it hasn't. Okay, I thought my computer crashed. It has not crashed. It's just for some reason... Oh no, oh no. What happened? It used to work so well. What's the name of the game that's also Yarn, but it's like Yarn Picross? It is Stitch. Stitch with a period at the end. Stitch game. Switch. This one. Also a good one that we haven't played in a while. Thanks for convincing me to learn Pico 8. It's been fun. Looking forward to seeing some Pico 8 games out there. I think Wooloop is broken. I think maybe I can't play this game. Maybe the files are corrupted or something. Maybe I have to like reinstall it. How do I do that? Properties. And verify integrity, perhaps. I want to try the Pico 8 music stuff. You can do it for free. You can literally go on Pico 8 Education Edition. I mean, you can't save what you've created here, but you could like take a screenshot, and then when you actually want to buy the thing, you could try to like copy it. I don't know. Whoa, whoa! You can make music. Listen to it, sounds so good. Whoa. You could literally make your own custom songs. Everyone will love it. Anyway, yeah. Do that. Aliens. Okay, I've verified the integrity. If the game still doesn't work after this, then I don't know. Simply just don't know. Aliens. Oh no, I think the game is just broken. No, oh no, okay, never mind. Is this a known issue? Does anyone even play this game? Community hub. Crash. Wait a second. Wait, this is so recent. 31 minutes ago. Same here. Same here. I am also having the same issue. post. I feel like I never post on Steam Community. This may be like my first post. What have I posted on here? Man, I was looking forward to playing this. It's been so long since I played it. It's broken. Okay, I guess I can't play Wooloopa then. I guess let me show you my game update. I don't know. I feel like it's too early to talk about games though. I haven't streamed in like almost a week. There's got to be like something I can stream that I can easily talk over, because when I start talking about games, it's going to be like, oh look, I programmed this thing. Here's my command line tool that I made to process the LDTK files, blah blah blah, and everyone's going to be like, I don't know what that means, Wolfie. I'd like to hear you talk about whatever events that happen. Games are cool. Yeah, but like, you know, it's been so long since I've streamed. What even happened? Oh, you see that there was a coin pusher roguelike game that came out? I remember some time ago, Soli_channel came into the stream and she was like, I think it'd be cool if someone made a coin pushing roguelike. And then I was like, I'll put that on my list of ideas. But someone else has already done it. Looks pretty nice. It's too bad that Northernlion is on vacation though, and he is not. You know, it's been so weird because I have not streamed in like a week. And then like since I like work from home because I was like a little bit sick, you know, normally I'm like midday I'm watching Northernlion streams. But like I was at home this past week, he was not streaming at all. And I had to like watch like something else. You know, I had to be like, oh, what am I doing? I guess I'll play Uwu Musume. I guess I'll watch like some YouTube videos. I don't even know. I think he's still gone next week as well. But I also found out that my vacation days have reached the cap because I have not used like any of them since Christmas. And I was like, oh shoot, I have to like actually take some time off or something. I don't know. Or else it'll like, you know, I won't get more vacation days because I'm at the, it's like the cap is like 25 days. It's like I'm not gonna take like a 25-day vacation. Welcome Zully, welcome Porku. So I have taken, you know, I don't know why I'm doing this here. This hold on. For some reason when I want to see a calendar, I open up my terminal when I could probably just do this. No, okay, turns out I can't just do that. You can do this though. So the days that I've taken off, I know there's going to be a game jam from this week. Bracky's game jam is happening on that week. Starts on August 24th to the 31st. So wait a second, 21st, 6 8. Wait, it starts on Sunday. August 21st, 24th on Sunday to August 31st. Okay, so I have the full day on Saturday. I can work on this on Sunday, but that means I can't do brainstorming. Usually on the day of the game jam, that's when I stream and then I do a brainstorming session. Anyway, the days that I've taken off, actually September 1st is Labor Day in the US. So I've taken off from the 27th, 28th, 29th, and the 1st is a holiday, and then I've taken the 2nd off. That means I will have 4 days in the game jam uninterrupted. I don't know. Windows 11 strives to make every basic piece of functionality as inconvenient as possible. Isn't there normally like a calendar that shows up here? Oh, okay. I see. I don't know. I never use the built-in calendars. I simply just, since I always have a terminal open, I just use Cal. They call it Labor Day when you're not performing labor. Why would it be performing though? Why would it not be actually laboring? I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna participate in this one maybe. Hopefully, if I can think of an idea. If I can't, then I will do something else. But I feel like I can probably think of an idea, right? Seems like it would be general enough. It's also like a pretty long jam. No Labor Day is about childbirth. That is so true. There is no Labor Day that is about childbirth. Isn't that messed up? Probably is like a childbirth day or something. Isn't that every day? Aren't people getting born every day? What am I talking about? Okay, I'm gonna look at my notes to see what happened this past week that I've not streamed. Okay, vacation days are capped. Coin pushing roguelike. Uma Musume. Oh, there was a big thunderstorm. Actually, okay, so Wednesday, let me go over the timeline, okay? So, let's see. August, this is today. Okay, so then on the 11th is when I started having a sore throat. And then I put up my schedule and I was like, I don't know if I can stream on Monday because my throat is feeling not that good. And then Monday, I was feeling sick, so I did not stream. Tuesday, I was still feeling it. Wednesday, though, I feel like I maybe could have streamed, but it was like right after I'd recovered. So I was like, I don't want to risk it. And you know what happened on that Wednesday, actually? Is that there was like a big thunderstorm. And during that thunderstorm, I think around 7 p.m., my power cut off for like 5 seconds. So if I did stream, my stream would have been cut off. And it took like a few minutes for the internet to come back. So if I was live, it would have been like, oh cool, Wolfie's streaming. And then like 2 minutes into the stream and be like, whoops, he's gone. What happened? You don't use a UPS? No, I don't send packages often. I know you're probably meaning like a universal power supply. No, I do not. What does that even look like? UPS power supply? A universal power supply, And ups. Look at these. It's like $1 billion, man. What are you doing? Uninterruptible power supply. I don't use one. But should I? Does anyone else here use these? Are these oh, I didn't realize I was in the Wooloop category. Yeah, so Wooloop is not working. So I'm gonna go back to games and demos. Welcome, Orfish. Does anyone else here use these? I'm too lazy. Just turn my PC off if there's a storm. Yeah, I just I don't know. I've never really had a need for it. I feel like I can't talk. After not having streamed for like 4 days, I don't know what it's like anymore. But I don't know. I don't feel like I need one. Is there anyone else here that is like, you gotta have one? It's like $100. The fabric game where you paint rectangles, Stitch. You were actually the second person who has asked about that. I wonder if I should play that. But then I'd have to turn on my Nintendo Switch. Which is not a big deal, but like, I don't know, I would have to do something else. Need one for my PC, one for server, one for my router, one for my fiber modem. That's like $1,000 right there. Yeah, the Nintendo Stitch. The Lilo and Stitch. Okay, I'm looking through my notes to see what else happened this past week. I lost my Google Voice phone number. Does anyone else have a Google Voice phone number? I don't actually use it, but I've had it for a long time. And it's like, if you don't use it for like a few months, they start sending you emails that are like, hey, we noticed you have not used your Google Voice phone number. Please like send a text message or call someone with this number to make sure that you keep it. And usually I'm pretty good at keeping up with that, but I think I missed it. And then I got the email like one day ago. It was like, hey, your account is gone. It's like, oh shoot. I mean, I never really used it, so it doesn't really affect me, but I don't know, maybe someone else is gonna have the number now. Also, welcome Lakit, thank you for the 18 months. Used to have one. Did you know in England, Lilo is the name for air mattress in pool or lake river? Lilo is the name for air mattress in pool or lake river. No, I don't know what that means necessarily. But that is cool. I now know. Welcome Slime Molder. Sorry, I've already welcomed you. Sorry. Thank you for the 34 months. Everyone, post your sub renewal so that we can have an artificial hype train and you can earn a hype train emote. If only you had timed this better. Yuyuko posted his earlier and now it's been ruined. Thank you, Zoe, for the 31 months. Welcome, ChocoJax. Hope you are doing well on this Friday. Yeah, let's go artificial hype train. 39 months, that's the Hatsune Miku number. I used mine. I can't believe it. That's why you should never post it unless you can guarantee you can get something from it. The train is artificial. See, it's funny because like usually the hype trains are caused by people who have already renewed their subscription. It's simply the matter of them sharing their already renewed subscription that causes the hype train. The money has already happened. Point and laugh, no. Why would you do that? Anyway, okay, I'm looking through my notes. No, that's pretty much all that happened. Nothing else of interest. Rosemi's graduating, that's another thing that happened. I don't know, I don't have too much to say about that because I don't know. Anyway, that's it. Good stream. Thanks for watching. I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing, guys? Why is Wooloop not working? I was hoping for this game to work, but it's been ruined. It's cool to see she still has the animation you made of her, with the arcade stick in her intro, and also weightlifting. It's also a thing because it's dumb. No, Wooloop, it's so good though. Such a good game. I can recommend a fun abandonware puzzle game. Is it Heroes of Might and Magic 2? No, I don't think I'll be playing a variety games today. Laser Light. No. What am I doing? What about web fishing? Web fishing on Friday? That's crazy. No one plays web fishing. It's literally impossible. No one cares about web fishing. What's like another like fun stream activity? It's good, but the intelligence is low. Wooloop though? No. See, if they made Wooloop for the game jam, it would have fit. It literally has loop in the name. You fishing after he kicked it off the dang schedule. Yeah, I was gonna play like Animal Crossing on Wednesday, but I didn't. So now I'm just here like stuck. I don't know what to do. This is gonna be the whole stream. Just me being like, what am I doing, guys? And then you give me suggestions and I'm like, I don't want to do that. And then the whole stream, we could have played a game, but then I just don't. League of Legends. What if I play, what is this? Battlestar Galactica Deadlock? These are like free games that are on Steam that you can redeem that I have no interest in playing. Play all games, even Borderlands 2? Even Museum Masterpieces? Did I try Mina the Hollower? No. I have not. And I don't think I will. Oh, my computer crashed. Look at that. It's a sign. Look at that. My computer crashed like it does every stream. However, this one happened 30 minutes into the stream, which is, I feel like, is uncommon. It usually happens like in the first 15 minutes. Make a new game in RPG Maker VX Ace. Have I tried Double Shake? I have not. I don't even know what that is. What if I learned a new game engine today? What if I simply just made like a new game in an engine I've never really used? There's a Python based game engine called Pixel, but instead of PIXEL, it's PYXEL. It's actually quite similar to Pico 8. The API is very Pico 8 inspired. It has similar restrictions. Learn Love 2D. I already know Lua. It's pretty much the same, probably, maybe. 3D game dev. No, I already know Godot. I can't be just using Godot if I mention like I want to make something in an engine I've not used. Puzzle script. What if I learned puzzle script today? Puzzle script. I feel like puzzle script. It's a very declarative language. You give it rules and you tell it like, oh, this is where if this tile is here and this tile is here, then you do this one. You press a direction, it goes this way. Which I feel like would be kind of nice. My only issue with it though is that like there's no smooth movement. Things kind of just snap in place. Which makes sense because you're defining tile-based rules. But like, it'd be nice if you could not have that. My game is in the gallery? What the? Wait, I feel like I've never seen puzzle script games use like monochrome. This one looks pretty nice. What is this? Yo, that's your game. That's literally your game right here. You should implement smooth movement. No, because all the rules are tile based. And they can have arbitrary movements. It's not necessarily that they're moving one tile over. I don't know, maybe. Oh wait, I could show you right, I said I was gonna show you my current game progress. Welcome Soli_ channel. I've already talked about the raccoon coin pushing game. I was so excited. When I saw someone streaming it, I was like, that's literally Soli_ channel's idea. I was like, you gotta check this out. Welcome Metal Deer. Alright, Hype Train emote. So true. So excited. I don't know if it's good. I just saw someone playing it and it's like, that's probably good, maybe. Okay, here is my current status of the game. Let's open up the Level Designers Toolkit. This is not going to be the whole stream. I'm simply showing it right now. You open this folder, and then in here, we have levels. Okay, then you're like, this is the same as last time. This is literally the same. You have multiple levels. Each level has metadata, a level, a title, got tiles. And then you're like, but Wolfie, I thought this was a Pico 8 game. How do you even get this into Pico 8? Let me show you this generated code. Whoa, what is this? Serialized level data? What the? So basically, LDTK, which is this level editing thing, will produce a JSON file that looks like this. It has a bunch of information, and then there's a levels object. This levels object has a bunch of things. It's got a title, it's got layers, you can put the entities on things. You have other things, here's like the tiles. And then I have a custom script which will parse this, and then it will output a file that can be loaded in Pico 8. Layers like ogres? No, like onions. The Matrix. The last time I made a game, I designed the levels in a text editor. Yeah, that's also an option. You could also just manually type these out. But okay, check this out though. UV run levels update.py. Okay, you can do this. And then you can do, I added a watch command. I don't know if it works on Windows. Oh, I have to, okay. Project, okay. UV venv. Download it. Okay, then you do this. Now look at this. Look, let me open up Pico 8. Welcome, Stanley. Pico 8. Oh no, it has to be in here. What do I do? How do I do this? Pico 8. Users path. Okay, this one. Now take a look at this. Wait, this is wrong. What am I doing? Hold on, let me close this. It's gonna be op ratlow.p8. Yeah, no, could not load op ratlow. It's right there though. It's literally right there. Okay, you know, let's not do that. Let's manually do that. Welcome, Alt Shikar. Okay, we're gonna manually load it. Load op ratlow. Okay, you notice there's nothing really here. You'll notice that there's nothing in this level editor. And yet, when I run the... Whoa, what the... How did he do that? How did he get this thing in here? That's crazy. And then, check this out. I can update this thing. I'll save it. Right? And then if I reload the game, it doesn't work because I'm on Windows. Because I'm on Windows. Which means that it doesn't actually watch. But it would be impressive if it did watch. It's because this is on Windows, but it's also using Linux on Windows. But now, if I didn't watch, hypothetically, this would, if I save the file, it would say, file has been changed, updating the generated code. Okay, but now if I update it, it does reflect my changes. And I could simply just draw things, save it, rerun the thing. Whoa, what the? How did he do that? That's crazy. Windows, have you tried blind? No, I have not. I have not tried it. Can't believe you would even suggest such a thing. They're fundamentally different things. Windows Windows are required even with blinds and shades. The blinds and shades are simply in addition to the windows. That you would even suggest such a thing is absurd. Okay, then we have the level parsing logic. Look at this. We have the generated code. Let me explain to you the structure of this data. We have the title separated by a tab. And we have all the tile data. And then we have list of entities. We have spawn point, we have next level, we have door, button, and other things. Now this is the color. The color of the entity. This is the X and the Y position. And then we have the next level is separated by a new line. And you can simply parse all this information and then render it in the game. Isn't that so cool? So we go here, we parse it, and then when you load the actual level, we go through the parsed data, and then we set the tiles. Whoa, look at that. Set map value. And so if I go here, if I go to my main file, and then I did levels load 2 instead, right? Look at this. We have 2 levels. One here, one here. Now if I reloaded this, whoa, it's level 2. It's crazy. The entities have not loaded because I've not implemented that. But that's kind of cool though. Right now I can make edits in this program and have them be reflected in Pico 8. You can draw whatever you want. That's it. I tried to remove, but Ubuntu said I couldn't perform destructive action. System 32 on Ubuntu? That's absurd. Anyway, I'm probably not going to work on this stream because I don't really feel like it. But that was my current status. This is my stand-up update. Post this in the channel. Be like, here's my updates for today. And then no one pays attention because everyone just I don't know, what am I talking about? Stand-up comedy, any stand-up comedians. Anyway, that was this. And then what? What if I now tried out Pixel, the game engine? Look at this. You can write a game in Python. What if I try doing that right now? Work PTSD? No, the work day is over. Pretty much, it's done. Literally done. I wonder if this would even work. If I'm trying to do this on Windows subsystem for Linux, would that even work? Let's go to here. Install Python 3, but I don't know what to do next. What are you trying to do though? What are you even doing? Let's go to our code folder. Make directory, Pixel game example. Okay, UV init. And then UV add Pixel. How do you actually use this thing? Pip install, right? You gotta pip install Pixel. UV add Pixel. UV run Pixel. Oh, it's because I'm freaking... Okay, it's because this is a visual thing. It's like I'm running Windows subsystem for Linux, but then this is like... It's trying to run the Linux version of it, although I'm on Windows. This is the annoying part. How do I get this to work? If I don't want to use Windows, like for real. Okay, I guess I'll have to install... Oh no, I have to like install an X system? Bro. Then like, what is this though? Maybe I don't want to do this. Man. X11 and then remote desktop into it? I don't really want to do that. What if I do want to? What if I, how do you use Windows command line? How would I even, I don't want to, you know what, okay, let's do something else. Man. Let's make a Pico 8 game. What if we made a Pico 8 game that is not the rat game? What would it be though? I think you can install X11 on Windows and then use that as the visual front end. I don't know, that sounds annoying. Did I stream Animal Crossing? Oh, you missed it. You missed the Wednesday stream. You missed, that was some good content. Remember guys, the Wednesday stream? Oh, we had such a good time. We had such a good time on that Wednesday stream. It's too bad. Should have been there. No, the answer is no. I did not stream on Wednesday. What am I doing? What is this stream? Look at this, guys. Whoa. What is this? What is F? It's a way to get the flags. So you'll note that here we have flag 0, 2, all the way up to 8 to 7, I guess. And then if you drew a thing, let's say you did this, right? And then you wanted to check what's at tile x equals 2 and y equals 3. And you would simply do this. Welcome Coral112. Congrats on your placement. OpRat lowest one. Thank you. Thank you for playing it. This one, it is, you give it the x and y coordinates in tiles. So this is 2 and 3. I forget what this returns. You might need to give it like... No, you have to do mget. Because mget gives you the tile that's at this location. It's x, it's like 2, 3. And then you tell it which flag you care about. So then it's like, okay, I want to see if this tile has flag 0. Then you do this. Then you simply do that. Look, it's true, it does have the flag, right? If you remove the flag, it's false. And then you could be like, okay, does the tile at 1, 1 have it? It should be false. Welcome low efforts. And that is in fact false. You can use that to check various conditions. You could be like, this flag means it's a wall, so you can't walk on it. Am I doing collisions? No, I'm simply explaining what flags are. Yeah, you can have collisions, you can check if it's like overlapping. Various things you could do. What if I simply did that right now? If I just drew a guy, and then you say like, you know, the position is 5, I don't know. It's like the racing car game. No, it's a guy. It's literally just a guy. Oh yeah, wait, I know what you're talking about. Those games that have like 501 or whatever. And it's all like the same racing game. I played the exact one. Exactly. You ever play those as a kid? It's like, yo, cool, a game that has like 500 games? That's crazy. You load it up and like 200 of them are the same game. That's nice. Thinking of those handheld LCD-based McDonald's toys. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Neo Geo arcade cabinet. No, but those are more advanced now. I think those make more sense. Had an idea for a raindrop race betting game where you can bet on rainbow. Well, I can't read. Bet on water drops on a car window. Yeah, I remember doing that as a kid as well. Classic thing to do as a kid is to look up at the sky when it's dark outside. You look at the moon and you're like, how is the moon following us? No matter where I look, the moon is chasing me. And then you try to take a picture of it with your phone or whatever. It looks so small. What's the deal with that? Why do they look so small? You ever take a photo of the moon? It's like, it looks so big, but then you take a photo and it's like tiny. It's crazy. The moon is following. Yeah, it is in fact doing so. Taking photos of the moon sucks. Yeah, and then didn't Samsung have the thing where they were like, we're gonna AI detect the moon and then like draw over it? It's far away. Yeah, the light. Why would they do that? And then, you know, you could just draw the player's position. You could do sprite of 2 pxpy. And then you can go to the left, but not to the right. Simply copy the code. Now the player can move rightward as well. The thing I wanted to do though was to check whether collision was there. So then you could do mget, which gets the position at the map. You gotta divide by 8 to get the top left. Right, so now you have the tile, but you want to get the collision of the tile. So then you do this thing. You want to check if it has flag number 0. It's probably a better way to do this, but let's simply do this. And then, if it is collide, local, I think by default in Lua, variables are global scope. So if you define collide here, you can also call it here. But if you want it to just be available in the function, you do local. I feel like most PKWay developers don't do this because if they're coding this in the editor, it does take up a lot of space. Horizontally. You don't have that much screen space, but I like to use it. And then if collide, then you could set the... Okay, here's what we're going to do. It's going to be... Instead of px, it's going to be dx. dx for current... The delta of x, right? If you have collided, then dx equals 0. So that you don't move. And then px plus equals dx. Py. I don't know what global is either. It just means like the scope of it. This px is a global, which means you can call it from here. Making it local means that you cannot use this value in this function. Attempt to perform arithmetic on... Okay, this thing does not exist because I've not defined it. So now, okay, I've broken it. Because actually, I've implemented something incorrectly. Anyway, I don't know, there's things you could do. You can move left and right, but now you're in the tile, so now you can't move. But there's probably something else. Oh, you probably do times -1. I don't know. I don't know. There's some logic that you could implement. I've definitely done it wrong. But those are some examples of things you could do. But what am I doing though? What am I doing today? What if I learn PuzzleScript? Make a game. Okay, so you define objects. You define crates. You define a legend. Okay, I need an idea for a game. What if I remade Op Ratlow? No, there's no way. How would I even define the wraparound mechanic? There's probably some way to do it. Anyway, does anyone else have something to talk about for me to talk about on this stream before I lose my mind? It's like, hey, Wolfie, can you talk about the recent events related to... What else happened? What else even happened this week? W Place is still happening. Have you seen that? That's still happening. I guess we can check what it looks like right now. The weather? Whoa, what is this? Sydney, Australia. Let's look at New York again. Can I talk about the weather? I already talked about the weather though. There was a big thunderstorm and my power cut out. Okay, I remember last time there was a Haru Urara around. She's still there. She's still there. But there are many, many more things. Hatsune Miku has been added. A lot of Deltarune. Who's that? Some more Uma Musume. Pikachu, Korone. Other things. What do you think is going on here? Mario. Ogre recap. Miku lives in New York. You think there's anything out here? No, you think there's anything, Hawktua? There is. Oh, I knew. Wait, how did I know? Tua. What about here? What even are these? You know what would be cool if we did when we on Saturday when we play Time Guesser? We could look up what's at that location on W Place. An educational game called Wago Tabi came out. What is it about? What is even there? Wow. Whoa, whoa, what are they doing? You can't do that. Hey, that's it's Fire Emblem. I know Fire Emblem. Fries? Telling me there's a place called Fries and people have not drawn fries there. It's about socks. A language game to learn Japanese. I don't know. I feel like... Do those games even work though? You played a language game and thought, whoa, this is cool. Sure am glad that I am able to learn because of this game. Maybe. But I have no such experience. Gotta play a bunch of them. Do you know Japanese? Have you learned from the game? Would you say that you're knowledgeable now? How do I actually run this game? Run? Sorry, okay, okay, these rules. We have objects. Target a wall. A wall is brown. Crate is orange. Okay, so you're defining the color of the thing. You're giving it a name. And, something. And then you tell it which symbol is which thing in the level. And then you have collision layers. Background, so then player, wall, and crate are in the same collision layer. And then this thing is telling you that if you have a player next to a crate, and you push right, then the player and the crate both move right. And then the win condition is if all targets are on crate. So then the target is O. So then if I wanted to make it so that the player pushes a crate and there's like an empty space in between them, you could do this, right? How do I rebuild? In a rule, each pattern to match on the left must have a corresponding pattern on the right of equal length. So there is a background between them. This is just simply me understanding the rules. So now if you push this, it goes two spaces. Look at that. You can push. What is that? What? Wait, there's a background. What is that? You can also leave the middle one blank. Like this. Oh, I see. Interesting. The logic makes sense. Then, so the background. Why is it when I define background here, though, it makes it black? If I go here, like what is that? Why does that happen? Would it not replace it with this thing, which is should be green? Welcome, old man diabetes. I don't know. Probably some reason. Have you used Krita for sprites before I started using a sprite? Oh, a sprite? I used Krita a long time ago, but I've never used it for pixel art. It was back when I used to use Linux. I had a lot of issues with it, but that was a long time ago. It's probably way better now. I would assume so, anyway. But I've not checked recently, so I don't know. It's probably good, right? I would assume. Probably. Anyway, I get the gist of it. I just don't really have an idea for something that I want to make in PuzzleScript. If I had one. That's my issue with games, is that I don't often have an idea for what I want to make. Also, I should drink water. It is in fact 6 p.m. The first hydration in several days. I'm gonna hydrate right now. Alright, I've hydrated. Welcome Brainzat, welcome Muffin. Do I have a roommate? I do not. When people say roommate though, do they mean specifically people that live in the same room or people that live in the same house? I don't have a roommate, but I also don't live alone in my house. So I told Zully I'm making a visual novel game based on an idea he mentioned. The art part is challenging. I want assets ready for me. You could just like download some things. A lot of free assets you can have. I made my first game by messing with the push code to be player.crate. Player.crate. True. That's pretty much what I have, right? Live in Wolfie's room. So true. So true. Roommate situations are mostly college and housemates is more common. Yeah, does anyone have like an actual roommate instead of like a housemate slash apartment mate slash whatever the living place is? Does everyone in NYC have roommates? No. Oh, ... is its own thing. I thought that was simply a placeholder. What does this do? Just various other things. See, I share a 2-bedroom apartment, and I call the other person my roommate, but we do not share bedrooms. But then would it not simply be a housemate then? Oh, I see what this does. Any number of spaces that are between get pushed. Oh, that's cool. So if you're like right next to it, you push it. But then otherwise, you do that. I did live in a 3-bedroom house with 2 people in one of the rooms for a while. 2 people. What about a 10-bedroom house with 50 people? Can't be housemates because we don't live in a house. Or like whatever the living place is. Apartment mate. Flatmate, that's a thing, right? In the UK, they call it a flat. You know that in Japan, they use the word mansion for apartment? When someone's like not from Japan and they hear a Japanese person say, I'm going to my mansion, you're like, whoa, this guy is rich. But actually, it's literally just their word for apartment. Japanese word for apartment. Mansion. It's a mansion, right? Mansion. This is an apartment. This is a mansion. Probably some difference. Having 4 people to a room in college was miserable. Yeah, I've never had... I don't think I've ever had a roommate. No, that's not true. It's like, I don't think I've had a roommate. I think when I was a kid, you know, obviously. You'd be in the same room as your parents or grandparents. I recommend looking at the example games. I think so. The only thing is I need an idea. That's why game jams are so good. They tell you various things. And then you go, whoa, I can come up with an idea for this. Like Loop. That was a good jam. Pushing. We are simply pushing. Directional arrows. There's an option to load example games in the engine itself. If you you could just go here. Oh shoot. Tutorial. Basic movement. About to create the greatest puzzle game? You mean Op Ratlow? Yes, that is true. I have created the best puzzle game of all time. Let me understand this puzzle. Background. So you can draw the sprites. I see. You give it the index. So light green is 0, and then green is 1. And you can draw various things simply using the colors you've specified. That's how they draw the player. And then you have a crate. And this means it's transparent. And you crate and target. Oh, I see. You can have multiple things overlapping. And you can specify that. And then they have sounds. What if you had this as 9? Whoa, it's like a bird. You can press E on the game to open level editor. What the heck? Does that save it to this thing though? Oh, and then you can, I see, then you can copy it and paste it back. Interesting. Oh. Wait, that's not how you solve this one. How am I supposed to solve this? Probably have to like... They've made this game impossible. It's probably some way to do it. If only I knew puzzle games. Unfortunately, I don't. I just don't know. What if I made... Okay, let's read the examples. Eyeball. What's this one? Yeah, this eyeball chases you. But I think only if you're in line of sight, right? And then it follows you. How do they define these rules? Eyeball any number of tiles in player equals eyeball move toward the player and then play a sound effect. I see. And then what? Match 3. What's the goal for this one? Various things being pushed. All crate on target. What the? But how can you get all the crates? How is that even possible? Oh, what the? Oh, you get 3 in a row, and then it. Okay, so I see. And then they disappear. So then here you say crate, 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 late crate, 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 and then they all disappear. Oh, you can make Tetris like this. If you had like, you know, 8 things on the bottom, you could then do this, and then you can have, if there is something above another thing, then simply this. Happens on the same turn, I see. That's cool. Random robots. The robots go in a random direction. Stationary robot to randomder. Randomder. Stationary. Robot spawner. So every turn it makes a robot. Stationary robot, random direction. Spawner, no obstacle. Okay, they define various conditions. Spawner, random robot. Random robot. So then robot. Which one is the robot? Okay, they have various robots. And that's a random color. Then what? What about this one? What the heck? What is this? Oh, you're pushing things. Maybe. I don't really know, but there's probably some explanation. Wait, is this the game of life? When's the last time you participated in a fire drill? Probably the job that I worked at for 7 years. That was before the pandemic. That was probably the last one. What about you? Are you in a fire drill right now? Wait, Lexa Lawful. This is the guy that made Pico 8. You're telling me that Lexa Lawful made a puzzle script game? It doesn't even exist. Inadequate but illustrative demake. One of my favorite puzzle games. Oh no, they didn't make this. They just remade it in puzzle script. Oh, I see. What if I figured out what rules they made? You have apple and then ... player becomes player. Right? That's like the one rule you need. Player ... fruit. Yeah, and then you do this. If you're not sure what this line does, try removing it, see what happens. What does this do? Oh, this allows the player to move. So you don't want that. If you press a direction, the player should simply stay in place. Welcome, Nutritious. Oh, I see. I feel they could have just said what this does, but that's fine. That's probably fine. Oh, Draknek. These people. This is the what is their game called? This is the Thinky Third Thursday people. Oh no, this is simply a port. It's a puzzle script. What about this one? Whoa. What the? There was a real fire today. Someone's popcorn burned. I don't think I've ever been like in a fire drill that had a real fire. I guess then it wouldn't be a drill. It would just be a real fire. We've had several false alarms though. Like you're in the office and then like the fire drill goes off, and then you're like, no one is like urgently getting out of their seats. It's always just like, is anyone seeing that? What is that? And then it's like, then a few seconds later you'll hear an alarm. And then the person on the intercom is like, please disregard. We're testing the fire alarm system. And then you go, okay. And then it happens enough times that people stop caring. Which is probably not what you want. Probably if there was a fire, you would probably want people to be like, oh shoot, we gotta get out of here. But that is not the case. That is in fact not the case at all. The alarm, true. Actually so true though. Literally so true. What about Puzzle Script Plus? You know, Puzzle Script Plus allows you to make larger sprites than 5x5. This one specifically has various improvements, of which I don't really know. Whoa, what the? Smooth camera movement? What the heck is this? Is that allowed? You can do this? Puzzle Script Plus. How did they do that? How do they define the camera? I don't even know. Sprite cloning? Look at the top. Wait, where? Sorry, this is the wrong one. Run. Tween length smooth screen. Interesting. What is sprite cloning? What does that do? Copy. Oh, you can copy but then change colors. Oh. Level select. Okay, they tell you how to add a level select. Mouse block dragging. Whoa, what the heck? Interesting. Mouse. Go to level, tutorial, basic. Okay, but what if you added more to it? What if actually it was even more? Sprites must be 5 wide and 5 high. I thought they made higher sprite sizes. You can change sprite size in the top part. Puzzle Script Plus. Sprite size. More info here. Size. Sprite underscore size. And then you do it here, and then it's 6 by 6. And then you just have to add more things around it. I see. I understand various things. I understand so many things. You would not even believe the number of things I understand. Whoa, look at that, it worked. I see. It's cool. Pretty cool engine. It makes it quite easy to define various rules. I don't know, if I can think of an idea for a game, I could consider it. At the moment though, I have nothing. Literally nothing. Okay, but now what? Now what do I do? I'm not determined what I'm doing today. What if I check the Wooloop comments and see if they have addressed the issue? Community hub. Everyone is having the same problem. Simply, no one knows. You know, that's it. What do I do? What do I do today? I said I was gonna make a game. I didn't actually say that. I was like, what if I made a game? But I don't. You know, a couple of free games you could try. You know, because like the gaming, I feel like that's what I do on Saturdays though. I can't be doing gaming on this. I guess I could, I don't know. Laser light, I don't know. Porpoo said my intern is missed our one-on-one. Oh man, my voice, what the heck? Why would they do that? Laser light. Wait, I've already searched for this. Laser light game. I could do anything. Yeah, but like I don't know if I want to play a game today. Right, yeah, I searched for this before. Abandonware. Abandon what? Abandon when? Or abandon where? No one really knows. Well, if you choked up over my sad story, I understand. Yeah, I can't believe you would do that, though. You tell such a tragic story on my stream. Unbelievable. It's also pretty hot today. You know that? Are you aware of the weather in New York right now? 82 Fahrenheit? Actually, that's not as high as I thought it was. It feels much more than it actually is. Okay, what if I were to let's brainstorm game ideas. I know I could just work on Op Ratlow, which is probably the wise idea because I did already start on it. But also though, I don't know. Continue with load. Yes, I would like to load Op Ratlow. Look at this. There's the rents. Let's save this. Let's regenerate. UV run. And then the level is updated. What are some other, what if I just found a game jam that's going on right now and I simply just participated last minute? what are some, what's going on out there? Bunch of games. What is this? B1T Jam? A 7-day long game dev jam. You make a game using 2 colors. Wait. Okay, this has more than 2 colors. The black, yellow, the orange. How is this one allowed? Is this not? Oh, okay, the logo has more than 1 color, but the game itself, it's just black and white. I see. That's a cool idea. What is the theme though? Bloom. The theme is Bloom. Bloom, just like Rosemi. I can't believe this. We need a Wolfie game jam. Wolfie must be in every game. I'm already in every game though, if you think about it. Professor Bloom, the VTuber. Welcome that one random Asian guy. Guy who only ever posts emotes. Do you ever post anything in other channels that is not an emote? Because like sometimes you'll see like chatters that have like a gimmick in one chat, but then you see them somewhere else and they're like not using that same gimmick. You're like, what's happening? It's like when you see like someone else, like, you know, like Royal ZK in ChocoJax's chat was always posting ChocoJDog, but then you see them in other chats and they're not posting ChocoJDog, and you're like, what the heck are they doing? Or like someone is like acting weird in a chat and then in another chat they're totally normal. Whoa, what the? This game, the crypto. I'm not participating in this. Crypto prize. It's not for me. Welcome, Sinjin, Jerklord. Don't mind me. What if I did mind you, though? What if I was like, this guy... Can't believe this. Crypto. Why would they... $150 crypto total cash prize? No. But then they also said, like, no AI, though. Like, don't... Oh, no, you can use AI. It's just you have to state it. It's not the jam for me. What about Mini Jam 191? Sky. I feel like I've played some game jams from Mini Jam before. I don't know why I said it like that. Limitation. What is the theme for this Mini Jam? Sky. Main focus is mandatory limitation. Mandatory limitation is constant descent. Your game must have sky and constant descent. You could consider this as falling down, perhaps. Maybe. I don't know. Theme. Oh, the theme is optional, but the limitation is mandatory. I feel like I don't usually see game jams like this. Although then again, I also don't really do game jams, except that one. The theme is optional. Actually, I feel like, okay, so like the GMCK game jam, the theme was also optional. It was not a thing that you would rate a game based on. But this one does have limitation, is mandatory. But then this one, this is also kind of like a theme though. Try jam. The 3-hour game jam. Can I do a game in 3 hours? Try jam. The theme is someone is guiding you. You have the 3-hour challenge, 9 hours total. Wait, what? You'll be working on the game for 3 weeks. Wait, I thought it was a 3-hour one. You have 3 weeks, 3 hours per week, I guess. I don't know, this is like a very unproductive stream. What am I doing? Tiny music jam? Yo, I don't know music at all. What if I learn music? What if I simply learn Pico 8 music? Okay, that's a music game jam. Music jam. Godot Wild Jam, NSFW Mini Jam, Untitled Game Jam, Jammin', Days Fest, a Kagero Project Zine Jam. Sure wish I had ideas. There's a lot more game jams going on than I thought. This is like at least like 100, right? Probably. Super Smash TV clone. Is this one Not My Lang Jam 2? Oh, I thought this was programming language. Okay, it's about like spoken language or written language. Interesting. Turn-based dungeon crawler jam. Snake jam. What if I just think of like a game that I enjoy and then simply copy it? What if I simply copied a game? In the next hour and a half, I can simply be like, this is a game that's cool. And then make my own. Anyone played a game recently that you thought was very cool besides Opradlo? Games and demos. What games do I have? Uma Musume. What if I made Uma Musume in Pico 8? Didn't I try doing that already? I definitely tried doing that. Hello, Sheriff Pumpkin, thank you. Welcome Isurugi Miyosama, bootleg web fishing. I did make a brief example game that was fishing. It wasn't really like a game, it was kind of just like a proof of concept. I could try doing that. Let me see if I can find it. It was not here. Where's the home directory? Go here. And then you do Pico 8 root path. It will be... Let me close this one. It would actually be here. Load fishing / fishing. Remember this game? It's not even really a game. Metro Gravity. Metro Gravity on Steam. I've not heard of this. I feel like I've seen this font before. This feels like a very common pixel font that's used in a lot of games. It's good, it's recognizable. It looks cool. Puzzles. Puzzle gaming. It's a 3D game though. Like something simple. Something like so simple. Like this game is so simple I could copy it in an hour and a half. Maybe even just 1 hour. What other things have I made? Uma? Load Uma? Remember this one? I forgot this one. I thought this one was like running around a track. Jump over pickles in this one. Good one. What if I made Celeste? I simply copied Celeste. Actually, I could totally do that. You could simply even search Celeste. The classic Celeste. And Stars and Time. The video game. How do I do that? There's a command called Explore. Allows you to find existing games. I say this is the art is really nice. Black and white as well. It's got dithering, pixel art with dithering. You can type Explore, and then you can load games. And here's the cool part. You can play them, but you can also look at the source code. You can be like, I wonder how Celeste was made. You could simply, once you've loaded it, you just press escape, and now you have the game. You could be like, whoa, what the? There's the strawberry, there's the map. You can be updating the map. How did they do this? For every room, they had Celeste. Sorry, her name is not Celeste. It's Madeline. It's kind of loud. How do I lower the volume? You can jump and dash. Anyway, that's various things. What if we just looked up various Pico 8 games? The time loop game. It is a very common genre of games. What is this one? Awake? Pico 8 game launcher. A lot of games based on Celeste. What are some featured games right now? Super Hat Girl. What is this one? Oh, shoot. You can throw your hat against various things. They can learn how to make Celeste map mods. An idea for a Theo Crystal level. There's a lot of like really nice Celeste mods out there. I've never played any of them because I feel like a lot of them are really hard. For a second I thought you made a new game since the character in Celeste has your colors. So true. They can't believe they would copy me. Me specifically. Pico Craft. Skeleton Gelatin. Yeah, I've heard of Strawberry Jam. It does look quite hard. What about new games? Any new games out there? Spare Bear TV. Switch menu? Someone made the Nintendo Switch menu. Hangman. I remember this one. What was this one? This was my attempt at making a platformer. But you could jump infinitely. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff that I could consider doing. But instead of doing it, I will simply not do anything. Can you unload a game? I don't know if you can. Alright. The common problem is lack of motivation. Looking forward to Bracky's Game Jam though. I wonder what the... Wait, you can vote on the themes? Okay, I don't want to sign it. I just want to look at it. Doesn't the fact that you can vote on the themes before the game jam goes live mean you can kind of prepare a little bit? I mean, like, it's gonna be one of these, so then you could just think up ideas for all of them. Is that allowed? Which themes do you like the most? Collection, Uncharted Territory, Risk It for the Biscuit. What if we simply did a brainstorming session right now? Could I realistically make a game for any of these? Collection. A lot of collectathon games. Uncharted Territory. You could have like a sailing game, maybe. Maybe a game that has like Fog of War. Risk It for the Biscuit. What would I do for that one? It could be literally a biscuit. Or it could be gambling, you know? Gambling, you are risking various things. Meeting point. Celebration. Frog of War, so true. You could have Frog of War. Celebration, party. You could have a party game. Fast-paced reaction game for the biscuit. Risk? Yo, what if it was Risk like the board game? Risk. A special backpack building. Weird instruments. I don't know. Collection. A collection of things. I mean, for collection, you could quite easily make like a WarioWare style game. It's like that's like a mini game collection. Risk management in some form or another for a biscuit. True. You can make a war game with actual fog for the Fog of War. Fog factions. That's a good one. That's a good title. Good spin on frog factions. Celebration though. Celebration, you could have like a birthday party themed one, you know, maybe there's like a surprise party. Celebration, meeting point. Cool idea for a special backpack, a game where your backpack is its own level. You get an item, you place it in the backpack. If you want to retrieve it, you need to platform on the items you collected to get it. Oh, I see. You can shrink down and then jump on things. A special backpack. Just some things to consider. It could be any one of these. This feels like cheating though. It feels like knowing the possible themes ahead of time kind of like gives an unfair advantage in knowing what it could be. But I don't know, maybe it's fine. Ludum Dare also does it. I guess probably maybe a lot of theme jams, a lot of game jams probably do that. That sounds a bit like that one game where every item is itself a level. Which game is that? Every item is a level. What about What if I simply, like, literally right now, I made a gambling game. Well, you like roll a dice or something. Risk it, you know, risking things. You could have a dice. For whatever reason, I'm like inclined to make Game Jam games in Pico 8 because I feel like it's like a good, like, I don't know how to describe it. It like limits things in some way. Simplifies various things. You don't need to join a jam to make a game on a theme. You can just steal a theme and make a game. Yeah, that is true. I could just like find a previous game jam. The secret level jam. I don't remember. Also, every enemy is a level and levels are inside levels. What does that even mean? What is this jam? The theme is Watch Me. Some of my games are based on old game jams I never joined. I think there is a game jam for like games that were not submitted for other game jams. I forgot the name of it, but I played a few games where it was like, here's a game jam you didn't actually participate in. You can participate in this game jam. Submit any game that would have qualified for another game jam. I don't know what to search to find it though. Missed game jam. Game jam. Is it this one? Okay, what the heck is that image? I don't think it was this one that I was looking at, but there was a similar one that was probably more well known. Mono Game Jam. Oh yes, we missed the window for the GMTK Game Jam. Yeah, there's like general ones that are just like for any game jam. Things like that. I don't remember which game I've played that have been part of those kinds of jams. 3 new items in the feed. Updated game. Anyway, that could be fun. If I could find a game jam with the theme that I feel like making a game on. Okay, what about these though? I wonder if they make the I missed the window for the game jam. Probably not. There's also game jams that are like a year long. Have you seen those? Game jams that are like a decade long or whatever. Those always seem kind of ridiculous to me. Yeah, decade jam. 5-year-long jam. Then what is a never-ending game jam? Submission closes in 74 years. And this one's pretty much forever, right? 74 years. Submissions. Hey, these games are done. They have so many years left. What is the theme? Nothing. There's no theme. It's just anything. It's not even really. It's, I don't know. It's just like a anything. It's not really like the same spirit of game jams, though. You can simply submit anything. 1755 years. What this is obvious. I probably should not be just opening these random pages. They could have some like questionable images that I probably should not be showing on stream. Those aren't jams though. Nothing is jammed together. They're taffy. So true. He was so right for this. Who's the Godot Wild Jam? This is in progress right now. Theme Critters. Now you might think of like animals and other creatures, but you might also think about critical hits. Crit. Ones who do critical hits. That's also critters. And various other things. Time to make a game yam. What about a game ham? What about a game about ham? Welcome, nice account 5. Godot jam sounds tasty. Would put on toast. What would it taste like though? Blueberry? Kind of looks, you know, it's pretty blue. They don't do 2x damage on crit anymore. Is Ham streaming today? You can't trust that guy. He will say that he's streaming, and then 3 hours later he'll be like, oh sorry, I fell asleep. Or like, oh sorry, there was like a family gathering or something. He just doesn't stream anymore. Unbelievable. How can he not stream for us, for our entertainment? That he thinks he can live his own life, free to choose what he wants to do and not be beholden to his schedule that was kind of arbitrary in the first place. Whenever Hamflum makes a game jam, it's going to be the game ham. What about the game mam? Something I'll do to come up with ideas is taking one mechanic from a game, then translating it to a different genre. Yeah, that's what I did for Op Ratlow. I literally copied the idea from Looper. But that was a platformer, and my game was a Sokoban. And also this thing didn't have colors. Just the game name, exactly. Recently I've been very sleepy and all I do is go on morning walks and dieting. But what if you made a game? What if you just thought of various games while you were walking? Game jam and game ham. What about game zam? What about big zam? What was that? Good. Walking with my mom, not talking much. Walking in silence. I took the stamina bar from a lot of games, made it into a meta Sokoban. What if I made Souls-like? You know, those have stamina bars. What if I made Dark Souls? I'm gonna make Dark Souls right now. Oops. Oh shoot, he's done it. Oh my god, it's Dark Souls. Dark Souls 4. Game Zam. All games must be about driving slow vehicles or polishing areas. Zamboni. Mom is talking, there's no real silence. I'm just replying when appropriate. Yeah, the classic thing when talking to a parent. They say a thing and they say, yep, yep, yes, yes, no, yes, of course, yes, yes. I know, yeah, that's true. I know, yeah, that's definitely true. That's the experience. What if that was a game? What if we had talking to your parent simulator? And you had options. Yes, comma, I know, so true, and then other thing. Dark Souls 4 should have a small wait, then print you died. Make the entirety of Dark Souls. Dark Souls Bloodborne 2. Oh shoot, he's made Bloodborne 2. That's crazy. How did he do that? Bloodborne 2 leaked. It's actually going to be a Pico 8 game. And then he's got a sword, right? That's what they do in Bloodborne. He has a hat. Actually, his hat is going to be like this. And then a shield, of course. And also clothing. I don't know what I'm doing. I said that's Bloodborne. He's done it. That's him. That's John Bloodborne. No, that's not him. That can't even be him. What about like Mundane Game Simulator? Does anyone remember this game? This was such a good game. I talk about this game all the time. Some good buys we made. Let's play this game, huh? Just a collection of various small games. And yet, it's one of the best games I played. Of course. Of course. Don't tell me this game is also broken. Okay. Look at that. What about, remember these ones? Remember these games? What about this one? Remember this one? I'm still slightly enamored with the Wilhelm Stream Simulator. Looping always online. I don't think it's always online. I think it's just their most recent patch broke the game or whatever. What a nice game. Has anyone done this, by the way? Has anyone like been on a train, opened the window and like peeked your head out? Because I feel like that's really dangerous. Right, there's like signposts that could be in the way. You could literally like crash your hand into something. Yeah, that's not really a thing that happens. On a bus? Not even, well, like, they do that on trains. You've done this on a bus? I feel like the bus windows don't open wide enough for people to do this. Which is probably good because it's probably really dangerous. Train windows don't open anymore. If you want to open the window, you have to break it. Same for bus windows. Yeah, I feel like windows, like on buses, they have like a thing where you can open the top part, right? For the wind to come in. You're just gonna keep waving until they reach their destination. They're gonna wave until the person's no longer in sight. You could also choose to just not wave at all. Stop waving. Oh, you can. Oh, you choose when you want to stop. You can simply also just not stop. They have air conditioning, right? Yes. But sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes, like on subways in New York, you'll have like one train car that doesn't have air conditioning. You'll like walk into the train and be like, oh, look at this. This train car is empty. And then you're like, you come in and then you're like, oh, actually, I see why it's empty. That's why they usually don't have windows. They do. You can close them though. What a good game. Trains are kind of anachronistic now to me. In what way? Remember this game? Wait, is this a game that I was thinking of? This is the one where you're like on a train. This one was the best one. Land of Lost Items. It's a good one. Remember this game? Oh, this wasn't a train. This was a plane. I thought they were on a train. I should probably change my category. No, I'm only gonna be playing this for like a few minutes. What a good game, guys. Remember this game? Remembering things. I can already imagine. This guy's gonna start crying. They're so happy. Remembering the dog. Remember this dog? Remember this bug? Failed to catch the bug. The kite? Look, there's the dog. There's the dog from earlier. What the dog do?
We're taking off shortly. Please make sure that the seatbelt are securely fastened. Thank you.
They're taking off. They're going. Oh, look at the book. Has anyone read anything recently? I should also drink water. It's about to be... It is already 7 p.m. Dog. And then at some point things will go too fast. You can't click on them because they're going by too fast. Train tracks that run by my town have been out of service for over 30 years now. Old people still remember when it ran, but I don't. Were you alive back then? No, he's gonna cry because he's remembering all the good times. These are memories. People are just standing next to the plane. What are they doing out there? Oh no, the bumping animation. Hey, is that the bumping sound from Op Ratlow? No. You know, sometimes games, they don't need to have like really big gameplay. They can simply tell a story. I thought that was a good story. The first game. Good times. Anyway, I'm not gonna replay this entire game, but it's good set of games. Trolled. Hey, what is that? You see that train? Do you see that? Oh, I was gonna drink water. I'm gonna do that right now. What if I draw? What if I made a water drinking simulator, huh? You simply have like a cup. And in that cup, you got this water right here, right? Wow. Okay, I'm actually going to drink water now. Alright, I've done it. How would you make an idle player blink? This is like, I guess it's like a question about animation in general. Could have like a person right here, right? And then they could have eyes. And then could have a second frame when the eyes are closed. I mean, okay, it's hard to do this in 8x8. Kind of looks like an alien. Okay, what if it was like this? Have funny drink water when you click with achievement for $1 billion. I don't know about that. $1 billion though? That's like, it's too much. No one even has that much money. Well, you could simply have a timer. T equals 0. And then sprite, do sprite ID equals 1. And then if t mod 5, then I don't know, maybe welcome Coda's Kitten 33. Okay, that is not correct. You gotta do, okay, every frame t increases by 1, and then, okay, then you gotta adjust this such that it's by 10. Every 10 frames you blink once. I don't know, there's things you can do. T divided by 2, divided by 3, 5. Various things that could be considered. That looks more natural. Because of integer division. This thing will divide and also round down. Now you can have like a little blinking animation. What am I doing? What if we played Uma Musume? What if we deleted everything? What if we deleted all the code? Not even just in this program, but in general. If there was simply no code in all of the world. That's a game that I can make. I don't think I can really make a compelling game in the next 50 minutes. Unless it was something like really, really simple. Just like a really easy game. What about one where you are a dog? And then this dog could bark. A button that when you press it, it crashes Pico 8. True. What if... No, dog. It is the internet, even you could be a dog. Literally anyone. This could be anyone. Could be you. What if I made Vacuous Sugar Quest, but in Pico 8? A Pico 8 demake. Okay, you could have it could be like this. Dog. How do people even draw dogs? This is like a bird. What if you had a dog that looked like this? Wow. And then the dog was also like this. Swamp Deity. What if it was Shrek? What if Shrek is so bright? Oh god, what if Shrek was a dog? Have you considered this? What if you made Pong, but it's one player, and the paddle is in the middle, and the score resets if the ball passes you? I think that's doable. It's like ping pong, but then like you're playing against like the wall. Maybe. What if I made like... Actually, what are like some classic games that are easy to make? Classic games like Pong. Pac-Man. Pong Pong? What is that? Okay, this is all Pong based games. I want like just old games. Yeah, Snake is one of them. Space Invaders. Arkanoid? Favorite classic game is Water Drink Simulator. That's not even real. Jump King. Wait, I literally have a list of game ideas. Why don't I just... Why don't I just go to my list of game ideas? Game ideas list. Arkanoid and Canoid. Why is this called Kansas? And this is Arkansas. Sokoban game? What if I made a Sokoban game? What if I made Picross? What if I made... Joust Lover? I'm not sure how difficult it is to mimic the flapping mechanics. I don't know. I feel like I played Joust when I was little. I don't remember anything about it. What about the game known as... If you made a Sokoban game, I know a good engine. Yeah, Pico 8. Classic. Everyone loves Pico 8. Puzzle script. What if I re-implemented puzzle script in Pico 8? What if I made puzzle platformer. What if I just made Flappy Bird? You know, I feel like Flappy Bird is like a very simple project that many people can quite easily make. And then if I were to make it, I could simply just be like, look, it's literally this easy. 2D game, you ride a bird and flap to fly up against gravity. When hitting an enemy, the jouster on the other elevation defeats the other. You ride a bird and flap to fly up against gravity. Flappy Bird? What about Slappy Bird? Instead of flapping, you slap? No. Oh, remember Nanaka Crash? Remember this game? You like hit them and they go flying and then you like hit obstacles and then like causes them to go upward. That was a classic game from back in the day. Flappy Bird, you've never seen? No, I guess this is pretty old. You're telling me you've never seen this game? It was like one of the classic games from back in the day. The bird is stationary and you flap the pipes. Now that could be something. And that's a game idea. What if we had... What if I just made this dog walk around? Just a draw. I have dog. Clear. if you could make a multimedia franchises, what would it be like? What does that mean? A multimedia franchise? A shooting game where your ammo and health are the same. I feel like I've probably played a game like that, right? Welcome Bob81115. A web-based flash game be classic like MODAs? What is MODAs? MODAs game. Does not have any search results. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Mystery of Time and Space. Game. It's a classic, popular online graphic adventure game. Oh, Escape the Room game? Wait, have I played this one? No, I haven't. Wait, have I? This looks vaguely familiar. Maybe. I've probably played a game similar to this. Yeah, I don't know. What if dog? So you have time, and then time plus equals 1, and then sprite is going to be time 2 plus 1 px py. Oh shoot, look at that dog. I had an idea for a point-and-click escape room where there's a computer in the center of the room that is text adventure. You swap between the two. Computer in the center of the room that is text adventure. Oh, then you click around and it's like I open the door and then it opens the door. Sokoban, but it is about assembling the phone number of your crush. Game is called Bango. 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 Isn't that the legendary artist from something? What am I talking about? A dog. Okay, and then if button left dx local it's that simple. I feel like in a lot of games I'm just like re-implementing this logic. It's pretty common to have this. Just walking around, you know? That's gaming. A template. No. And then pflip is equal to the if dx is not equal to 0, pflip equals. I put all common lines of code in a Google Doc to copy and paste. So true. I feel like I just like look over previous projects I've done and I just copy the code from the Git repository. Right, you just go here, and then when you're drawing the sprites, this is when you set the flip. dog can flip. And then maybe, I don't know. That's it. That's the whole game. Whoa, look at this. Dog movement game. When you are a dog and you are walking around. And then what if you had speed? Speed equals 2. Hey, wait a second. Oh, because then it should be less than 0. Can you make Chico in Pico 8? What is... Oh, Choco. What did I say? Chico. Choco Jacks? If I can make Choco Jacks in Pico 8? What would that be, though? Like art? You mean like art-wise? If I could draw Choco Jacks? Probably. I had like a character template that I've drawn before. I should probably not delete it. I should probably just copy this somewhere else. And then delete it. Let's see, how did I draw before? So you have eyes are here. And then the hair could have darker brown perhaps. Art-wise, but if you could brainstorm a game idea around that, that would be crazy. Would it though? Would it truly be crazy? Or would it simply be normal? How did I do this before? Didn't I have like another... Hold on. Can I open up Crocodile? I have drawn 8x8 sprites before. Let's see. It's been so long since I've opened this. Update. What if I just want to launch it? Let's just launch the current version. Remember this one? Load recent scene. Fishing. Was it this one? I think it was, okay, here's my Pico 8 graphics. So they look like this. This one. So this one, and then we had, what is this? This. Okay, now her outfit does not look like this. I maybe use the gray color for this, and then the sleeves. The sleeves are simply here, and then legs. And then what? Alright, what does Choco Jacks look like? Choco Jacks website. Gallery? Is there like reference for her art about me? Outfit reference somewhere? Gallery? Well, can I show this on stream? These are all safe for work. However, where is her reference for her character? I would imagine it would be on the About Me page. But that's not there. And this one does not have the outfit. Alright, well, it's like blue. And then the tail. That's the wrong color. It kind of doesn't look like her. I don't know how to like make it look like a person. Gotta have the dog ears though. How do I do this? That's not really it. What if it was like this? And then what? And then what? Would it be this brown instead of this brown? No, because like this is too light. Oh, okay, you have linked the thing that has been deleted, but I can see it. Chocojacks.card.co. Okay. Well, where's the original one though? Where's the original one? Okay, they have them here. Okay. Where's the one with the weeb shirt? Is that not even there? There it is. Okay. It's like, I mean, that's like close enough, right? This is pretty close. And then there's like text on the shirt. Oh, the socks are inverted. This one should be blue. And then what? And then the text. I can't really show the text here, right? There's not enough space for that. Actually, maybe this is close enough, right? You can kind of tell that that's like the text, maybe. I don't know. And then you copy this one, and then you have 3 frames. The walking animation. How did I do this? This one, it goes down. And then the arm is here. And then the leg goes up. The other arm is there. And then this one, it goes the other way. And how did I do this? This one goes here. This one also is there. And then this one, with this one, the leg is here. And then you go from here to here, to here, to here. Right. And then you probably want the hair. The hair should also go down. I feel like this looks nothing like her though. But maybe that's fine. Okay, but then this one, you gotta go, the frames are slightly different. The frames specifically, frames, it goes from 1, 2, 3. It should start from 2. So 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then this one, it's gotta be frame is equal to this thing mod 4 plus 1, and then it's gotta be frames of that index, and then this one is frame. Okay, now oh, she's going so fast though. Then you gotta have speed be updated back to 1. Look at that, that's literally her right there. She's walking. We should also only play the walking animation when she's actually walking. So then you could do, I guess these could be globals. They don't need to be local. So then, if frame. So then this one would be if dx is not 0 or dy is not 0, then frame equal frames. No, that's not it. The dx equals 0 and okay, and then when you're walking, it plays the animation. Wow. Okay, but also the animation should maybe start from 3. Oh wait, hold on. Frame should be 2. Okay. Wow, look at that. There's a way to draw sprites larger as well, I think. Pico 8 Spur. Spur, isn't that a sports team? Okay, width, height. Isn't there a thing where you can draw like the size though? Spur. S spur? Okay, this one allows you to stretch it. It's a bit more complicated. What about draw state? What is draw state? What even is this? Pico 8 save as save. Super spur. How do you save? Save command. Save choco.p8. Okay. What else? What else do I do? Also, welcome Wishy Wishy. We have a game. This is literally the game. We have created game. But now what? What if speed was actually 1.5? What if it was actually update 60? That's a thing in Pico 8. The default is update, which updates 30 frames per second. They also have update 60. I don't know. Good times though. Okay, but then what if we also had the dog? What if the dog was also here? What if the dog was like this? What if the dog was like this? What if the dog was simply like this? No. You can't have that. Anyway, I guess that's it. That's the game. We made a game today. It has no gameplay. You simply walk around in an empty void. As opposed to like an occupied void, I guess. Empty void. Is it possible to have a void that's not empty? Become the DVD logo. Yeah, what if I did that? What if instead of controlling the player, we simply manually update it? Welcome Infinite Zero. What if, no, that's too much effort. Let's just do it manually. The void with peanut butter. Instant noodles that require waiting. Yeah, they're not even really instant though. But they are faster than other noodles. Welcome Probs Not Jack. I solved one major bug today. Congrats. The team found 2 more. They found a tumor? What? That's not good. You don't want to see that. They found 2 more. Isn't it just if outer layer hit side flip velocity X? Yeah, but like I don't want to do it. It's not actually that much effort. I just don't want to do it. So you got to consider like the offset, you know, because like the position is based on the top left. So you must also subtract 8 from the whatevers, you know. Various things you have to consider. You know, what if I do it? You know, it's a good thing to do. If I simply copy this existing thing here and then just do old update 60 so that this doesn't run. Classic thing that people do. And then all you gotta do is just so you start off, you have dx dy equals speed, right? Speed is 1. You start off moving to the bottom right. And then with this one, if px is greater than 120, then dx times equals -1. Px is less than or equal to 0, or this. And then you do the same thing for y. But you must also, okay, you don't want to start them off in the exact middle of the screen. You want to do rand 128. Okay, then you must also update the flip, right? The flip was already here. Okay. Oh, there you go. That's it. You could update the speed to be 0.8, perhaps. What the? That doesn't work. Wait, why does it work if speed is 1? But oh, it's because when you move around, you don't get to hit the actual corner. This should be done before you go there. Right. Whatever, you know, it's fine. Wow. There it is. There we go. It's that easy. And actually, this thing should be greater than or equal to. Right, because then I think fractional speed would work. But also it kind of stutters. Unless it's like 0.5. Oh, that looks so stuttery. Because the position is not on a pixel interval. But what if you also randomized? You could also, instead of being this, what if you simply slow down every time? You start off fast and then you start going slower every time? What the? What the heck? That doesn't make sense. Why does that happen? It's probably some explanation. Hit a corner and massive velocity change. Wait, that's Uma Musume reference. Oh my god, that's corner acceleration. That's corner adept. Swinging maestro, although that is for stamina. Oh shoot. Oh frick. She's gone. Negative 1.1. Gradually speeds up. Oh my god. Oh shoot. She cannot be stopped. Oh. Sometimes speeds up, sometimes slows down. No, it's always speeding. It's always doing that. Okay, what the? I think player should also be clamped. Zero px plus dx 120. She's gonna get a ticket though. Sometimes that's just the way things are. It's life. That's just how life is. Okay, but this one though, I think with this one, since we are clamping the player to be within the bounds, they should, at some point, they'll be on the screen still. But they'll be on the edge of the screen. Because they'll be moving so much. They will be on different edges of the screen. Oh, shoot. Wow. Look at that. That's fun, right? We had fun here. What if it was actually slowed down? Every corner you hit, it becomes slower. Until at some point you just can't move. It's a metaphor for life. A metaphor re-Fantasia, if you will. A 3. Metaphor? What about met of 5? What about Met? What about the Mets? Love the Mets. He is running. But for how long? But when will she stop running? Now. I don't know, what am I doing? What are any of us even doing? If you really think about it, in life. What are we doing? What if this was also there? Yippee! What if this was actually here? Don't ask me this question. How is the job search going? I'm just kidding. How is the life? Life, everyone. Oh, she has not stopped. She's still going. I'm struggling with mankind's most abhorrent creations, legal paperwork. What about illegal paperwork? Legal paperwork? I sure hope it does. I sure hope that legal paper does in fact work. Work. Trying to get pre-approved for a mortgage? I see. Are you buying a house or something? Are you going to become an owner of a home? At some point? How much is a home? $1 million perhaps? Average cost of home? Mortgage for Japan vacation? No. Mort. What if Rick and Morty was actually about a mortgage? Morty is actually mortgage? I don't know. Anyway, technically I didn't know it till now, but it's a second home. This guy has 2 homes that he doesn't even know about? Because my mom put my name on our family home. I see. This guy has 2 homes, bro. I can't believe it. 2 homes? I was thinking of like a Sherlock Holmes joke. 2 homes? Yeah, his parents. Actually, that doesn't make sense. One of... It doesn't make... Well, I guess once they get married, they change their last name to Holmes. So I guess there are 2 homes. Or more. That's gonna make even more paperwork buying a second home. Is it like if you are a homeowner, your first mortgage... Sorry, it's like if you have never had a home owned and then you sign up for a mortgage, it's like better for tax purposes. But then like if you then have a second home and then something... First time homeowner is if you haven't owned one for 3 years. Oh, I didn't know you could become eligible to be a first time homeowner even after. Interesting. Well, I don't know. Various implications. I'm surprised that she's still moving though. I guess like 0.9 speed does take a while to get to 0. Better for loan options, but not for taxes. I see. Well, I don't really know. I'm not really familiar. But you will be. You will know a lot about it, I'm sure. Melton. Okay, okay, we have 10 minutes left in the stream. What do I do? What if I did connections? Because it will be different tomorrow. Work has picked up to BS status? What does that mean? Take care of. I don't have time for anything? Oh, that's unfortunate. That's too bad. This is probably chicken, right? Chicken breast, chicken tender, chicken wing. Well, hold on. Chicken thigh and chicken foot are also things, but it's probably thigh. Because chicken foot is not really a thing in Western culture, really, as much. To take care of. To settle? Settle. Chicken jockey. Grand. Grand. Thoughts on chicken feet? I personally won't order them at dim sum. I am not really a fan. I don't know. Never really had interest in trying them. Okay, what do we have? Settle. Capital. Mac. Macintosh. Hazelnut. Macintosh. Granny Smith. Hazel. That's not an apple. Hazelnut. Fine. Fine is also like, it's like fine as in it's good, it's perfectly acceptable, or fine as in like you commit like a crime or something. You have to pay a fine. Yeah, fine motion from Uma Musume. Fine. Pay, settle. Oh no. What is this? One away. Fine, pay, settle. What? Well, anyway, I know probably cash capital. Mac. Fine. Capital. Does anyone know? You can now note that I didn't have the no backseating allowed. If you would like to backseat, you can do so right now. I keep thinking of Fine Motion as Dofame for some reason because she has that as her shared card. Court order. Wait, what? Court order. Settle. Fine. Settlement. Pay. Capital punishment. No, that's not even it. That's not even one away. Take care of. To haze. Haze. Fine. Fine. Like, oh, it's fine. Foot. Pec. Things that have muscles. The pectoral muscles, the foot muscles. 2 foot a bill. Oh, true, true. Take care of to settle. Oh, shoot. To handle as a bill. And then what? Capital cash. Brilliant. Fine, brilliant. Grand. And what is a pack or like a peck? When I think of pec, I think of like pectoral muscles. Capital. Why would it be capital? Splendid. People say capital for splendid. That's capital. Starts of culinary nuts. Wait, I did get that one. I was like, haze was hazelnut. I thought Mac would have been for like Macintosh, but like apparently there's like another. Oh, macadamia nut, pecan, and cashew. I see. Macadamia, My Hero Macadamia. True. Anyway, I guess that's gonna be it for today. A very non-productive day. I kind of didn't really do anything today. But that's fine. It's totally fine. And now I will end the stream. Alright, what day is it today? My Hero Macadamia. It's protagonist Deku Nut. Alright. What do we have here? Shoe donation. Yo, Uma Musume reference? If you are in a club and you're not constantly requesting shoes, what are you even doing? Let's see. Gold Ship Parade. Kool-Aid Day. Yeah, I noticed some people in the club, they're not requesting shoes. Maybe they don't know, maybe they're not aware that requesting shoes, even if you don't need them, allows other people to get club points. What about Lemon Meringue Pie Day? What about, Chant at the Moon Day? I don't know. No SpongeBob Day? What do I want to do for today? I don't know, I feel like most of the... Okay, let's do Lemon Meringue Pie Day raid. I hate menus in gacha game, it just doesn't feel worth it. What? National Lemon Meringue Pie Day raid. There's probably a pie emoji or something. For something like requesting shoes, you hate menus. It's like two clicks. Alright, who do I raid? Who's streaming? Bunch of people are live right now. Let's see. Of these people who are streaming, I will send you to someone to someone, and this someone is going to be, what about this person? I don't think I've ever rated Sparrow Phantasm. / raid. Send. Alright, well that's gonna be it. I should be back tomorrow with some Variety Saturday. We have various games such as Connections and Guess the Game and Gamedle and Time Guesser, and then some itch.io games. Good times. And then that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the week. And that's good. Good times. And now I'm gonna sit here for several seconds, just waiting for that raid to go. It is the weekend. Special week. Special weekend. Special week. The horse. I don't know. Yep, those are in fact some words. Those are words that are used consecutively and have meaning. Sometimes. Okay, raid's going. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.